everyone! Today we are going to crochet this little owl keychain. The pattern is by Yarn Artist Designs, and the link to the pattern will be in the description box below. You can also find this pattern on Ravelry. Thank you so much to Yarn Artist Designs for letting me create this tutorial. Now, the pattern actually calls for a yarn, the Lion brand Vienna's Choice, which I'm assuming is a worsted weight yarn, and a G hook. Now, this little owl right here, you can see I used the yarn and the hook that the pattern called for, and it came out kind of big. I think that it's a little bit too big for a keychain. So I went ahead and went down a few hook sizes, and I also went down a yarn size. I went down to a baby weight 3 size yarn. So you can see right there it says 3, so that's a light yarn. And I'm also using this red Heart Shimmer, and it's really pretty, this purple. You can see it's a little sparkly. And it's a worsted weight, but I found that it matched up more to the light yarn than a worsted weight. I'm also using, instead of a G hook, which is right here, I am also using a 3.5 millimeter hook, and you can see how much tinier it is. You will also need some buttons, and these buttons are 5/8 of an inch, which is 15 millimeter. A little keychain ring, which you can find at your craft store, and a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, and also a measuring tape. A flexible measuring tape is very handy. So let's begin. Okay, so I'm going to start with a yellow yarn, and I have the pattern right here next to me, and I'm going to be working straight from the pattern. So if you guys want to go ahead and print off your own pattern, you can read along with me. So it says, first to chain 3, slip stitch to form a ring, or make a magic ring. I'm going to be doing the magic ring. So I'm going to wrap the yarn around my fingers and make a little X. Grab my 3.5 millimeter hook. I'm going to insert it right here. Grab the working yarn, and then grab the working yarn again, and make my first chain, just like that. And we're going to chain up one more and one more. So I'm going to chain 3 to start. Now this chain 3 will count as our first double crochet. Round 1, work into ring 8 double crochet. So there's our first one. Yarn over, insert your hook into the ring. Grab your working yarn, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. This yarn does like to split. It's a little bit of a pain. Okay, so we're going to do that again. Yarn over, insert your hook into the ring. Grab your working yarn, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the second 2 loops. So we have 3 double crochet onto our ring. And go ahead and place 5 more for a total of 8 double crochet, and I will see you in just a minute. Okay, so I have now placed 8 double crochet into my ring, and you see it doesn't look very much like a ring right now, but we're going to fix that. You want to grab the tail of your magic ring, and you want to place it to the back of your work, just like this. And then through the center, you want to grab that tail up. And then this front piece, this front yarn, you want to pull on that and tighten your magic ring. Then you're going to lastly pull the tail, and that will cinch down your magic ring. And see, there's almost no space. It's a solid work. Now you're going to slip stitch to the first chain 3 to finish round 1. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to snip my yarn and change color. All right, so round 2, work stitches between double crochets. So that means you're going to work down into between the double crochets and not into the top V. To begin, you are going to grab your next color yarn, and I'm using purple. I'm just going to grab a loop, and it says 2 half double crochets around for a total of 16 half double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2, and that's going to count as our first half double crochet. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that same space, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So there's our first 2 half double crochet, counting the chain as 1. Next space is right in here. You can hardly see it, but there it is. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So we're going to place 2 half double crochet into each space all the way around. You should have a total of 16 half double crochet. I will see you for round 3. Here I am finishing off my last half double crochet. I'm going to slip stitch to the top of our chain 2 to join. Then I'm going to change colors. So I'm going to just cut my yarn, grab my tail, and pull through that last loop. Now it says round 3, work stitches between half double crochets. So that's the same thing. We're not going to work into the top, we're going to work down in between. We're going to single crochet, chain 1 between each stitch around for 16 single crochet and 16 chain 1 spaces. Now, let's see, this is the little one that I already did. And you can see the pink round is the round that we just did. And then this is what our next round is going to do. We're going to single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet. It's actually very simple. The pattern, when you read it, it sounds much more complicated. Okay, so I'm going to go down between these first 2 half double crochet, and I'm going to grab my pink yarn and chain 1, and then I'm going to single crochet right down to that same space. Chain 1, and into the next space we're going to single crochet. Chain 1, move on to the next space, which is right between the single crochet, or the half double crochet, and single crochet. Chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet between the next 2 half double crochet, chain 1, single crochet again. You see how that's looking? And single crochet, or chain again, single crochet, chain 1, if it'll let me, it's splitting again. Let's see, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. And you're going to do this all the way around. It gives it that pretty medallion kind of spiky look. Alright, with round 3 complete, let's work on round 4. Work stitches in chain 1 spaces, 2 single crochet, chain 1 in each chain 1 space around. 32 single crochet, 16 chain 1 spaces. Now let's see, that is the yellow round right on this little owl. And it's just as simple as the round we just did. We're going to work into the chain 1 spaces, which are these spaces right here. I'm going to join my yellow yarn, and chain 1, and now I'm going to place 2 single crochet into that space There's 1 and 2. Now we're going to chain 1, and into the next chain 1 space we're going to place 2 single crochet. That's 1, 2, chain 1, and the next space 2 single crochet. Go ahead and do that all the way around, and I will meet you back here for round 5. Here we have completed round 4, and you should have 32 single crochet and 16 chain 1 spaces. So that's the yellow. Those are the single crochet, and then right there where the pink is showing, that's the chain 1. Okay, now we are going to work on round 5, and this is my absolute favorite part of the pattern. We get to start on the little ears. Okay, so it says work stitches in chain 1 spaces. So that's going to be where the pink is showing, right there. And 3 single crochet in each of the next 11 chain 1 spaces. You should have 5 chain 1 spaces left, and then we're going to start the ears. Okay, so first you want to do the 3 single crochet in each of the next 11 chain 1 spaces. So I'm going to start with my first chain 1 space here, and I'm going to add my blue yarn. I'm going to chain 1 and single crochet 3 into this same space. So there's 1, 2, and 3. The next space, I'm going to put 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and go on in for a total of 11 spaces. Okay? Okay, so I did 3 single crochet in my 11 spaces, and it said you should have 5 chain 1 spaces left. So we're going to count those little pink places because that is our chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 chain 1 spaces left, just like the pattern calls for. The next thing, we're going to do 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space. So yarn over and work into the next space. So there's 1 double crochet, 2, and 3. In the next chain 1 space, you're going to do 2 half double crochet. It says 2 half double crochet in next. So yarn over and pull through all 3 loops for a half double. There's 1 and 2. Single crochet in next. So that next space, we're going to single crochet 1. 2 half double crochet in the next space, yarn over, and there's our first half double, yarn over, and our second. 3 double crochet in last. So that last space, we're going to put 3 double crochet. It's 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to slip stitch to join to our first single crochet. Now you're going to chain 1. This is the last row, and this is just going to finish off the ears on your owl. You're going to turn your work. Now you're going to skip this first stitch. So that's our first double crochet. You're going to skip it. You're going to single crochet into the next stitch. So in that second double crochet, you're going to single crochet. And you're going to half double crochet and double crochet in the same space. So half double. I have a knot in my yarn, but that's okay, we're going to work through it. Double crochet. And then we're going to triple crochet into the next stitch and double crochet. So triple crochet is you're going to yarn over twice, just like this. You're going to insert your hook into this designated stitch, which is the next stitch. You're going to grab your yarn and pull up a loop. Now you should have 4 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the second 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. And now we're going to double crochet back into that same stitch. Now we're going to single crochet into the next 5 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we are going to mirror what we just did. So let's see. It says double crochet into the next stitch. So we're going to double crochet. Now we're going to do that triple crochet into the same stitch. Yarn over twice, insert your hook into that same stitch as the double crochet, pull up a loop, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Now we're going to double crochet and half double crochet into the next stitch. So the next stitch, double crochet, and half double crochet. Now we're going to single crochet into this last stitch, and then slip stitch into the next stitch. Now you can grab your scissors and make sure that there is a little bit of a tail so you can sew your 2 pieces together, because you're going to need to make 2 of these little guys. Here's my first one, and there's my second one, so the front and the back. I have a long tail on my first piece, so I'm going to snip this one shorter. You can just grab your tail and pull it through. Now the rest of these tails I'm not going to worry about, because that's going to be the inside of my little owl. And you want to go ahead and sew on your little eyes, and then we can sew our pieces together. Okay, so I just wanted to show you all how I sewed my little eyes on, my 2 little buttons. And I also grabbed a little piece of orange yarn and made a little triangle for his nose. Now this pattern, really you don't need to turn your owl inside out. So just put your 2 little pieces wrong side facing, just like this. And I'm just going to sew around my owl just like this. Now you go ahead and do that. Make sure and leave a space so you can stuff your owl. And then we can, actually I'm going to add my little piece key ring right now, because you can just sew that right in as well, just like this. Okay, so go ahead and finish sewing, and I will see you for our finishing. Okay, so here's my little keychain all finished. I think it is definitely one of the cutest things I've ever crocheted. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it, comment on it, and share with your friends. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I will see you all next time. Bye!